This essay distills one of Neville Goddard's most transformative lectures, a revelation on the true nature of faith. Far from wishful thinking or blind belief, Neville teaches that faith is a deep, inner loyalty to unseen reality. In these words, you'll discover how to move from doubt to certainty, from hoping to creating. Whether you're seeking a mystical awakening or a real-world transformation, the path begins within. This is the kind of faith that moves mountains, because it awakens the God within. Neville Goddard offers a stirring reminder. Faith is not a blind belief in something yet to be, but rather, it is unwavering loyalty to a reality that exists beyond the senses. In this world of shadows, where effects parade as causes, it takes spiritual maturity to see past appearances and trust in the unseen. Yet, all things already exist in eternity. Creation is not about making something new, but rather aligning oneself with that which already is. Faith is not just belief. It is an act of self-commission, a complete yielding of the conscious mind to the deeper presence within. This presence, which Neville boldly identifies as God, lives within every human being as imagination. Faith, then, is not a vague hope. It is communion with our own divine imagination. It is the certainty that our imagined acts, once felt to be true, are seen and heard by the indwelling power that shapes all outcomes. To live by faith, we must perform acts in imagination that imply the fulfillment of our desires. We do not force them into the world. We simply yield. We fall asleep convinced they are already true, and we let the deeper currents of our being bring them forth. This yielding is not passive. It is the ultimate creative act. The means of manifestation are not our concern. As God said through Isaiah, "My ways are not your ways." What Neville demonstrates through stories and scripture is the depth of our creative capacity. One such story tells of a stockbroker, burdened by financial hardship, who yearned not for profit, but for an experience of God. That yearning, which Scripture calls a divine hunger, eclipsed all material concern. In a dream, he encountered David, the symbolic Son of God. Though he did not recall prior mystical experiences, the vision awakened a knowing within him. Neville affirmed that this was a foreshadowing, a divine sign of favor, and that such signs are the fruit of faith. Faith demands more than words. It requires transformation. It asks us to take the end as real and to live from it. This is not theoretical. It is testable. Whether the aim is material or mystical, the process is the same. Imagine the wish fulfilled, feel it as done, and surrender to the divine within. The outcome unfolds not by effort, but by assumption and trust. The journey Neville speaks of is both personal and cosmic. He affirms that God became man, not to play act, but to fully forget his divine origin. God buried himself in man so that man might awaken as God. This awakening comes not through study or tradition, but through inward experience. The resurrection, the discovery of the Son, David, and the knowing of oneself as Father are inward revelations. To embrace faith is to understand that nothing outside us has the power we attribute to it. No guru, no object, no holy site is more sacred than the divine imagination within. We do not need rituals, relics, or intermediaries. The whole of Scripture is an internal drama, played out in the soul of every person. The skull of man is the holy sepulchre, the place of resurrection, and the place of awakening. Faith is choosing to see with inner eyes. It is meditating not on externals, but on the feeling of the wish fulfilled. It is assuming that what you desire is already yours, and giving thanks before there is visible proof. This is true meditation. This is the mystery of creation. We are not evolving from worms. We are gods who descended into limitation to experience and redeem creation. Each desire is a divine impulse, each assumption a seed, and each faithful yielding a sacred act of creation. To believe, this is to be free. To live, this is to be reborn.